During this story, we gonna learn you gonna learn three things. 1, life isn't a movie. 2, I'll never be in the Jabberwockies. 3, love triangles suck. 4, Chris Brown is a devil. 5, these niggas ain't shit. And 6, these hoes ain't shit. Hey, and speaking of the huz, confession, I'll do anything for him. Okay, at least I used to. We grew from that, okay? We grew past that, kind of. Just like the majority of the embarrassing moments of my life, we going all the way back to elementary school. Cause you know, as a grown adult, I steer far away from making an absolute fool of myself now. A few months ago, told y'all a story about the time I damn near took my crush off the face of the earth. Sent her up to God early as hell. And I'm gonna be honest, sitting back thinking on it, it was entirely on her. Look, I know I offered her a piggyback ride, but she should have knew better. She should have looked at me, seen these little ashy Thanksgiving turkey wishbone legs, and knew I couldn't carry her. So again, I'm not taking no blame in this. That's on you. Now this story takes place a few months before that one and involves the same crush. And I just realized we never gave her a name, so we gonna call her. We gonna call her Sophie. So again, real quick breakdown. 3rd and 4th grade, I had a crush on Sophie. Love of my life. Duh, nigga. She had trash can lunch duty. She gets to my table, asks if I'm ready to throw away my food. We lock eyes, instant soulmate. You with me? Cool? Cool. Now, before this obvious love connection that we had at a quick glance, right? We were friends. We did start off as a basic friend route. And that's because I sadly had to spend my entire 3rd grade year playing Sims IRL to get that friendship meter up. And it worked out. Not really, but it worked out. Okay, look. But now we're here, early 4th grade, before I turned into a domestic terrorist and dropped Sophie on her face and ruined any shot I had at love. But we're here. Our elementary school was on the smaller side. You know, I was pretty much friends with like 90% of the school. But the friend we're gonna focus on in this story is Eldon. Best friend, slap box champion, top 3 fastest in the school, so you know the girls are on him. And probably the most important fact that you cannot forget is that he idolized Chris Brown. Bad bitches only. You would have thought the nigga was his long lost son, walking to class at 8 a.m. trying to pop lock and like, bro, move, bro. You pop locking all this extra shit, nigga. If you don't go sit down somewhere, basically he could dance. And me, I thought I could. Confession number 2. I sent the Jabberwockies a video of me dancing on my front porch that I recorded off my fat ass iPad with the cracked camera, somehow hoping they would magically see it, fly out to see me, give me a mask, and name me the newest member of the Jabberwockies, and I will be on America's Best Dance Crew, hitting the meanest windmill and pop locking it like niggas have never seen. Shit never happened, obviously. Now me and Eldon, we were inseparable. Yeah, we had our little childish arguments here and there, but like, who didn't? You know what I'm saying? Like, until I found out that Eldon had a crush on Sophie. And planned to ask her out. It was recess, you know, Sophie just, gave me one of them silly band bracelets that the girls would spend all class making. I'm on cloud 9. She didn't propose to me at that point. A bracelet? For me? Oh yeah, she loved me. I'm excited, I gotta go show my best friend Elder. I gotta go show him. I'm excited. Hold on, and hold on. Sophie and Eldon are talking under the playground. Oh, okay, now I'm not the jealous type, but who is that nigga? And why is he talking to you? And why are you talking to him? So, after Sophie walks away, I do what any logical man would do in his right mind. I approach Eldon, and this bitch has a bracelet similar to mine. Like, where'd you get that from? So this is how that little interaction went. So Sophie gave you that? Yeah, dude, isn't it cool? You know me, yeah, I think mine's better though. I asked her to make me one and she made it for me. Extra thick too, so it don't break. Yeah, mine's a little thin, isn't it? I didn't even ask her to make it though. Isn't that nice of her? She made it without me asking. Ooh, that set off a little eye twitch.
Do you think she likes me? I think she likes me. Do you think I should ask her out? She is really cute. Like, she is really cute. We've been friends for a long time. We're both Bosnian. What do you think?
Heart dropped to my stomach. I basically just got cheated on. Not by just her, but by my nigga too. Pause! But by my homeboy too? But that's still pause. I got cheated on twice in one day. No. I said to him with a straight face. Dead ass serious. I have a crush on her and I've been liking her way longer than you. And just like that, the friendship split down the middle. Eldon looks at me dead in my eyes. Nigga, you think that matter? You too scared to ask her anyway. So I'm just gonna do it. She probably don't even like you. And all of a sudden, the nigga just start crumping in my face, pop locking and getting it low. Just popping and getting it low. If that nigga would have said that to me and just started breaking down, dropping it like it's hot in front of my face, I probably would have called a body. But me, I can't go out like that. I can't go out that sorry. So I bring up the idea of, we should do a competition for her during recess, make it fair. In the smirk Eldon had on his face, I knew I just sold my soul to Chris Brown. How about a dance battle? I'm not pussy, so I agree. I'ma agree. You feel me? Next Friday, dance battle, me, you, playground. Okay, oh, that's cool. Not bad, right? I got a week. I got a week to practice. I'm good. Going up against Jabberwocky Jr., Chris Brown Jr. the third, but we still good. So the training arc starts. That night I go home and I start my routine. And as much as I love the Jabberwockies, I turn my back on them. And I turn to another Cinderella story starring Selena Gomez. A Disney movie with a modern take on Cinderella. And in this movie, there's this bald little black boy. Now he wasn't a little boy, he was a high schooler. It was a bald little black dude who could dance pretty good. And there was a scene in the movie where he was on stage doing some absolute bullshit. I'ma be so real. That it was whack. But the huz, they was going crazy! And one of the girls that were going crazy in the crowd ended up being his girlfriend later down the line. So I'm like, if the hoes love him, they gonna love me, you know what I'm saying? They gonna love me. So next Friday rolls around, and after a week of practicing my routine in the bathroom in secret, yes, in secret, in the bathroom, I'll explain, nigga, I have trauma. I once spent all day on a fucking Saturday learning how to crank that Soulja Boy for my dad. Because why not? You know, what more than a hardworking father coming home to watching his son crank that? You know what I'm saying? So my mom is hyping me up, watching Bad Girls Club. I hear the front door open, and I immediately begin to crank that shit hard as hell. My dad is greeted by his son in some beefy ass and1 basketball shorts and a snapback, cranking that Soulja Boy hard as shit, sweaty as hell. He then told me to get that lame loser shit out his face and to turn Soulja Boy off. So yeah, I was gonna go practice in the bathroom in secret by myself. And another thing about my dad is he used to dress me for school. Not like, you know, the generic corny kid in elementary school dresses, you know, the full zip-up skeleton hoodie, the Minecraft creeper book bag and all that, and Skechers. No. This nigga had me wearing beefy ass jeans, leather jackets, and a fat ass Timberland boot set. In the 4th grade, I heard dressing like somebody uncle that loved Biggie Smalls and Allen Iverson. So Friday come around, it's a bit chilly outside. It's around, like, you know, the fall time. So it's brisk outside. I'm equipped with a +5 armor leather jacket, +10 weight Timberland boots, and somebody beefy ass granddaddy jean. Recess comes around, and somehow word spread. There's a crowd, a big old crowd, and Sophie is in said crowd. I can't back down now. We came too far. It's do or die now. I take off my leather jacket to reveal a plain green polo tee that swagless ass nigga I call my dad put me in, and I remember what 50 Cent said in Get Rich or Die Trying. I don't remember what the nigga said in Get Rich or Die Trying, but I know he said something inspirational before he was selling drugs and shooting at people. So I start busting a move. I'm up first. I get to work with no music. Only thing you hear, sound of my heavy asthmatic breathing and the gravel shifting beneath these heavy ass Timberland boots. I'm the ghetto earthbender. I'm out of brother. Look, it's ghetto as hell. And when you get nervous, you know all that practice and training you was doing, it go out the window. So I'm trying my best to remember the routine. I'm closing my eyes mid-dance. Look, I'm tapping into the avatar state. And it's not working. I'm fumbling, tumbling. I'm not doing nothing I practice in the bathroom. I open my eyes, look up from the goofy nigga session I'm having, and I lock eyes with Sophie, who's holding in a laugh. It's over. GG. One kid lets out a laugh, then the next, and now everyone's laughing. I ain't gonna lie, I stopped dancing, I run out the circle. They ran me off the block. I ain't gonna lie, I spent my entire recess in a bathroom stall by myself on some loser Disney Channel movie shit. The rest of the school day, even worse. I had people following me around school trying to copy my dance moves. And I knew I did bad, bruh, cause they looked like they were seasoned up. I knew I looked nothing like the dude in the movie. Like, his shit was bad, but my shit was worse. And it is what it is. And now that I'm thinking about it, I think that's why I dropped her on her face. It was a subconscious get back, and now that I'm saying this out loud, she deserved it. I was put through a lot of pain, and this is reparations. I'm seeing it. But me and Eldon, we ended up making up later down the line. You know, it's elementary school. We weren't gonna get married to that girl. How are we gonna let that do? Like, we love Pokemon. And you know what? Chris Brown isn't that bad. I can transform ya. I can. That was a banger. Yo, what y'all know about Chris Brown? But yeah. Anyway, moral of the story: don't let these crushes get in between y'all friendships and make you look like a fool. And to that bald black nigga in that movie, fuck you. You ruined my life. Also, Shake It Up. Fuck you too, Zendaya and Bella Thorne. Cause I applied to be in y'all little sweepstakes and be on Shake It Up, and I wanted to dance with y'all. And I don't even think y'all opened my submission that I put in, and I sent it to shakeitup@gmail.com, and I don't even think y'all opened it. I don't even think y'all shook up my email. It's cool though. It's cool. It's whatever. Tom Holland 5'5".